We want to check in with our meteorologist, Greg Fields. And Greg, I saw the tower cams behind you in that shot a minute ago. You could see some flurries falling from the sky.
Yeah, we do have that light snow coming down across the area, and that will cause some problems out there on the roads for you this morning as well. Over an inch, just over an inch of snow officially out at DFW. So yes, we will have a little dusting of snow and some of those roads less traveled. You'll certainly have some impacts there. So we'll be talking more about that as we go through the morning. But let's show you what it looks like around the Metroplex. All the snow has been very, very light across the area. And that's what we have out there for you right now as well. The most of that moving off to the east, but we have seen those light flurries. It was that way coming in here early this morning. So you'll notice that out there. And again, some of those areas where we're not traveled as much, we will have that dusting in some of those grassy areas and those elevated surfaces. You'll need to watch out for that. Let's slide a little farther east, though. And you can see the snow does pick up a little bit more in those areas heading out I-30. If we can get the radar to move there. We are looking at the snow, trust me, a little farther east out toward Greenville and Commerce heading out I-30. I think we'll have a little more issue with the snow-covered roads in those areas here this morning. There we go. And you can see heading out toward Sulphur Springs and Greenville, looking out I-30, looking at the snow still coming down across the area, maybe even a little bit of sleet mixed in at times. And I think the farther east and south we go, that's what we're going to be dealing with, more of that wintry mix in our southeastern counties here this morning. But we will certainly have a dusting in and around the Metroplex, especially from Dallas-Fort Worth areas north and east, where we'll start to see that snow maybe accumulating a little bit more, but it should be light and moving off to the east as we go through the rest of this morning. So slick bridges, overpasses, and some roads out there, and a little bit more icy with those conditions through about midday as we head into our southeastern counties. So speaking of, here's our timecast going through the rest of this morning. Notice how the precip starts to wind down. It moves into our southeastern counties. By lunchtime, we'll be clearing from west to east, and then we'll focus on those frigid temperatures out there that we're going to be dealing with. So the precip, very cold out there for us this morning. Taking you out to DFW. It's 11 right now. That wind chill, -3. So yes, it is seriously, dangerously cold out there for us here this morning. We'll continue to see those wind chills causing some problems out there for you. Definitely bundle up. Single digits, in fact, heading out to Fort Worth right now. It is 8 above and looking at 12 heading out to Louisville. And you see those wind chills, -7 heading over to Fort Worth. So here is your day planner. We'll have the scattered, mainly snow, a little bit of a wintry mix through about 9 o'clock. Then we start to see those temperatures coming up only into the low 20s as we get into this afternoon. Those north winds keeping it very chilly with that feels like temperature throughout the afternoon today as well. All right, we'll have more, of course, for you coming up. And now let's get over to Deshara, checking on track.
All right, Greg, 4:34 on the clock. Greg mentioned that there are some problems out there, and I do have a few in the traffic department, all right, as far as those roadways are concerned. So overlaying those traffic conditions on our maps here, you can see, as Greg mentioned, that it's moving on now. But what I want you to focus on traffic related is that yellow, that orange on our maps typically indicates that folks are slowing down, going well below the speed limit as they're trying to get around some of these areas that can be kind of dicey out there on the roadway. So as I cycle through some of our cameras, this is I-20 right at 377 Southwest Fort Worth. Got a nice little coating out there. Folks are still able to get by, so that has been the good news. But I do want you to, of course, reduce your speeds as you're trying to get out there this morning. I want to show you this one. This is 360 right at 183 as you're getting toward mid-cities. And TxDOT crews just got off of this ramp. So please be careful as you see those crews out there. They got their flashing lights on. What I didn't like that I saw is a lot of you were trying to get around those TxDOT crews as they're trying to get the work done, all right? So if you do have to be out and you do have to drive this morning, perhaps getting to work, maybe coming home from work, please give them the space that they need because they are trying to get those roads clear for you. That's 360 right at 183. Another area in southwest Dallas County that we're all familiar with that typically causes some issues if you live down that way, I-20 right at Spur 408. I have seen some folks spin out that way, so please just be careful as you're trying to make your way around those ramps if you're moving through parts of Duncanville. So I'm zooming into that area, and it tells me that eastbound I-20 right at the Spur is closed. So I know that they sometimes shut down those ramps if they have too many issues. So again, just be careful as you're making your way out. Winter weather driving, if you do have to get out there, slow speeds, increase your following distance. That's always helpful, and keep that emergency supply kit that we talked about all of last week. As far as what we have coming up, problem spots across the Metroplex and some tips again for driving to the weather conditions that you're dealing with. For now, though, I know Tiffany Liu is also helping us in the traffic and travel department. Want to send things out to her up and didn't. Tiffany, what are you seeing up your way?
Well, good morning, Tashara. We are on 35 southbound. We just left that Buc-ee's exit, so we are still in Denton right now in Denton County. Let me show you what I'm seeing on the roads right now. Well, I would show you if our camera was clear. I'll tell you we have put de-icer on this thing at least 2 times already, and we just did it about 2 minutes before before we went live, but looks like it is starting to ice up already. There's a little bit of mist that's hitting this camera, and it's causing it to ice up almost immediately. It's just showing really how cold it is out there and how quickly things can freeze up. So imagine this, but this could also happen on the roads as well. I will say the roads are looking better than our camera is looking right now. It's clear. There's a little bit of accumulation. I'm going to put it back on me just because you really can't see anything, but there's a little bit of accumulation on the shoulders of the highways, but actually the highway itself, it's quite smooth. People are going at a relatively regular pace out here. Throughout the morning, we've seen several road crews out there. They've been driving up and down the highway since I left home this morning all the way till now, and so TxDOT has been out working hard. So make sure that you keep a distance from those crews as they continue to work this morning. If you do have to head out, just take it slow, take your time. Not a lot of cars on the road, at least not right now. Of course, we're going to keep you updated. For now, let's send you back to you, Mark.
Hey, appreciate the update this morning, Tiffany. Hope you guys are staying safe and warm out there.